Okay, I lost my mind. It's somewhere out there stranded.
Now to the good part.
Hi everyone and welcome. We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. With 2 Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And let's take a look now at some numbers for Benedict Mathurin.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection, and it's showing.
So here's the Clippers starting group. Kawhi and Collins are the forwards. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Darius Garland. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Lakers, Smith out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Marcus Smart. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Vanderbilt in at the center position. Taking a look at the Lakers, they've got a lot going for them in the NBA Cup. A 2-0 record, plus home court advantage tonight.
A win tonight gets them to 3-0. It puts them in the driver's seat to advance out of their group. Normally, 3 wins is the magic number to get to the quarters.
And now, talking about how things are going for the Clippers. A win and a loss in their first 2 Cup games. A win gets them over 500 in group play.
And honestly, B.A., they have to win this game if they want any shot to advance. Considering they're the road team tonight, a victory won't be easy.
Now, here is James. You know, his impact on offense has been terrific, scoring just around 20 points a game.
LeBron James, one of the great showmen to ever lace them up. How about that finish, folks?
And it's the Clippers' ball. Collins outside. Pass to Leonard. Back to Collins. Fires for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
Forget his age, LeBron is still one of the strongest players in the league.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Outside Mathurin. Collins outside. There's the triple. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Pass to Reeves. Lets it go from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
Oh, I didn't know that was on the menu. Austin Reeves getting himself a dunk.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Mathurin passes to Leonard. Rebound, the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, a little player movement. That's how you play this game.
Here's Leonard doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Pass to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Collins outside. And the 3 off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. just missed it.
James passes to Reeves. Smart outside. The three. Sinks it from distance.
It's great seeing Marcus Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
And Doris, the Clippers coach Ty Lue, considered to be one of the master tacticians on the NBA sidelines.
And BA, a lot goes into that. It's not just the adjustments in game or the play calling in late game situations. It's also the fact that this guy understands how to communicate with players, how to hold them to a high degree of accountability, and walk that line between demanding and being supportive. He is one of the game's sharpest minds.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Clippers last season, inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers, Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Brian, back to you.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. James goes in and slam dunk by James.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He will not be denied on that drive.
50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Reeves. Fires the three. Gets the three to fall. Reeves has got 5 now.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Up top, Collins. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Collins with a screen on Smith. Back to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
John Collins has tremendous vertical showing off right there.
And here's Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. Give him 8.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Garland for 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers ahead, leading by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Clippers trail by 9. And so in the game for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum out there with Miller. Then it's Jackson. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Dunn in at the point guard position. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Garland.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And the Lakers with possession here. They defeated Utah in their last game.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
Now here's Miller. He's coming off a 13-point game against Cleveland. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Kleba. Jackson can't get it to go.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
Takes the 3. The shot by Reeves, no good. Clippers trail by 10. Back to Dunn. Now Garland. And he drives in. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. Doris, we got to give credit to Darius Garland for continuing to develop his body.
BA, like every smaller guard in the league, teams attack him defensively. So just like a Steph Curry, you build your strength and your balance, and you continue to play with pride on that end, and that is pivotal to his development.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Coming to your attention to the court, it's the Lakers Night Squad. Lakers together, make some noise for the Lakers Night Squad.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Batum. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Leonard looking over the floor, launches it. They get it again. This one for three. Look at Leonard, dialed in from deep.
Boy, laser focus from Kawhi Leonard. He no sooner touches it than that ball is off to the rim.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there. All right, Shams. Thank you very much for that report. Leonard outside. Ooh, gonna take more than that to stop Kawhi.
The toughness and tenacity very much describe Kawhi Leonard's game.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Kennard outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Jackson the screen. Leonard for three. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Jake LaRavia.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
John Collins checked in for the Clippers. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Dunn. And the free throw, no good. Well, one thing fans always have opinions about is NBA officiating.
Listen, I'm going to let the fans go crazy. What I recognize is officiating is one of the toughest jobs in the world. This game moves so quickly. They are making decisions in real time at sometimes very difficult angles. I am here to support the officials all the way.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Clippers. Dunn comes in for Darius Garland. Three minutes of action thus far in the second. Dunn, the pass to Collins. And a nice finish on the layup. That's 10 points in the game for John Collins.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Hachimura. Marcus Smart comes in for LaRavia. And it's Smith in for Reeves. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half of basketball.
Yeah, Luke Kennard is a complete offensive player, and he's starting to percolate a little bit. Defense has got to be concerned.
.144 left in the first half of this one. Outside Mathurin. Leonard for three. Buries it from three. Leonard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot two.
What's remarkable about LeBron is the complete command of the game. Not only his team, but you'll hear opponents joke about how well he knows their plays.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Despite the fact that LeBron James is now in the league for over 2 decades, he continues to dominate.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Leonard. Lopez, the screen on Smart. Here's Leonard. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 7 tonight. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella that you can catch and finish." Back to you, BA.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Mathurin. Yet to see a basket. Leonard for three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
I love when Kawhi Leonard evens things up. You make a three, I'm coming right back at you.
The Lakers lead by 11. Here's James. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Working for high percentage looks, trying to chip away at this deficit here.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Second personal foul. Second
1
team
shot.
foul. At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James. Shooting 1.
44 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Now done. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Cavs in Cleveland. Collins with a screen on Smith. And Collins with the slam.
John Collins, one of those guys who recognizes the moments he's got a hot hand. His teammates doing a good job finding him.
Kennard, right side. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Collins. Crafty move. And he sinks the layup. Collins has got 6 here in the quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Kennard. There's the 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Lakers ahead, up by 16. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Welcome, everybody. Let's get right to it. It's been nothing short of a tremendous challenge for the Los Angeles Clippers.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you gotta beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. For the Magic, they'll be up against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. That one gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
I'm predicting a somewhat lopsided outcome, I'm just saying.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, it's been quite a game for Luke Kennard.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. LeBron James out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Smith, then there's Marcus Smart, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living.
For three, James. And another three for the Lakers.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 17. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. Shoots from the line. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Shot's good by James.
Vintage LeBron James. He's cooking, and this guy may be the best to have ever done it.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's a look at the current NBA Cup standings for you, right in the middle of group play.
Yeah, and at this juncture, you can't win the NBA Cup. Well, you can certainly lose it. Lots of teams are close to being eliminated. This is just such a fun competition.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Mathurin passes to Lopez. Smart against Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard reminding folks he's still got a vertical. Look out.
The Lakers lead by 17. Pass to James. From outside, off the mark. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And though he gets lauded for his scoring ability, Benedict Mathurin is also an excellent rebounder for a guard, Norris.
He's got a live body, very fast off his feet, BA. And yes, he loves to put the ball in the basket, but this guy just competitive. He likes to get after things on the basketball floor.
And So now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
All right, fans, if you want a free t-shirt, get up and get loud. Time for a t-shirt giveaway. Let's hear you get loud. It's t-shirt time, everybody. Who wants one?
And we take a look now at the season's most efficient scorers from around the league. You look at Kennard, topping the chart with his efficiency. And of course, LeBron James, only 2 spots behind.
The shooting has been phenomenal from both of these guys this season. Just look at the percentages they're maintaining.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. And it's James with the jam.
The offensive arsenal of LeBron James is tremendous. The ability to hurt defenses in so many ways is something else.
Garland with the ball, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Pass to Leonard from deep. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Now here's Smart. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. The Clippers making a switch here. Jackson is checked in.
Clippers substitution.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Leonard for 3. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, primarily known as a scorer, Kawhi Leonard using his playmaking skills to set up his teammates there.
Pass to Smart. The 3 ball. And Smart nails the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And here's Collins to the right side. Outside Mathurin. 3-pointer. Rebound, the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. And that'll be their second of 4 total games at home. Out to the wing. Leonard on the wing. Defended by Smart. Leonard can't get it to go.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
And slam dunk by James.
LeBron James goes high in the air, and absolutely no doubt about how that's going to end.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Collins outside. Garland for 3. Rebounded by LeBron.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
And here's Reeves outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 4 assists now tonight. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
They're looking to do something to stop this run. They have to get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
going with a whole new group out there. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. .103 left in the third quarter. The shot by Dunn, no good. The Lakers lead by 20. Pass to Kennard from downtown. And another three for the Lakers.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And the Clippers with the ball. Can they get it? Beal, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard for three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And here's Beal. The three is up. The shot comes out. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in total control, up by 29 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We'll be right back after this word. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Lakers, they're shooting 76%. You don't see this often. So, on the floor for the Clippers. They've got Miller. Chris Dunn is out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Jackson, and it's Beal in at the three. Now here's Beal. Here's Garland. Dunn outside. Pass to Miller. Three-pointer, Beal, rebounded by Kleba.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Kennard, and he nails the jumper. Kennard's got 34 points.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Here's Dunn. It's tipped. They retain possession. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Pass to Kleba. Kennard for three. Nails it from beyond the arc. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the
connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
Boy, a turnover like that will have a coach just staring at his shoes, biting his tongue.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. On the wing, Hachimura from outside the arc. Knocks down the triple.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Leonard outside. Over connect. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Collins. 18 points for Kawhi Leonard.
We've seen this script before. Kawhi Leonard starts early and continues throughout the course of the night. Defense is in for a long haul.
Kennard against Garland. Pass to Hachimura. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now connect. Back to Kennard. The 3. Good. Another from 3.
The parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
And that latest triple ties him for second for most threes in a game. What a monster performance from deep it's been.
Now it's a four-way tie between himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Damian Lillard.
The Lakers call timeout. We've got 1:48 left in the game.
Have left your dancing shoes at home. All right. Let's see those dance moves.
He's checked in for the Lakers.
Let's hear it for you. Coming under the floor for your Lakers, number 14, Maxi Kleber.
Kennard way outside. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
Yeah, amazing indeed. 14 triples alongside Captain Klay Thompson, that is.
Here's Leonard. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 12 points here in the second half.
Pretty incredible just how great a shooter Kawhi has become. Really one of the best in the league.
Back to Kennard from behind the arc. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
The most triples ever in a game. History being made.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is finally bested. What a shooting display.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. There's 1:26 left to play in the fourth quarter.
The new record holder for the most three-pointers in the game is Luke Kennard.
For our presentation of the player of the game, Luke Kennard.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
I'll tell you what, for him, it doesn't get much better than this. Putting on an absolute clinic while the home fans went wild.
And listen to this crowd, letting him hear it.
As well they should. One of the great three-point shooting displays in league history.
Almost unfathomable what we've seen in this arena tonight. This guy from range has been unbelievable.
Let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Lakers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
Garland, no good. Garland against Reeves. Pass to Kennard. Puts up a three. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
So it's the Clippers now. Here's Garland. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
For three, James. Mathurin with a rebound. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Garland. Banked it in off the glass.
Well, they needed this run way earlier. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
From the arc. He can't get that one to fall. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. That win brings them to a 3-0 start for the group play stage of the NBA Cup.
And now they're focused on getting a clean sweep over their group before moving on to knockout rounds.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Please exit the building.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Luke Kennard.